we encourage you to live as a receiver of truth. Receptivity opens awareness. Stillness attracts guidance. Presence replaces seeking as you realize that guidance arrives most clearly when you soften the mental grasp and allow the heart to lead. Insight arrives naturally as you create space for it. Awareness rests in openness as you treat your inner environment as sacred, as you honor silence, and as you allow your breath to be your companion. Answers emerge through listening. Listening begins in the body as a sensitivity to subtle cues. Listening continues in the heart as a sense of resonance. Listening clarifies in the mind as a simple understanding that arrives whole. Grace unfolds effortlessly when you stop forcing outcomes and start allowing alignment. Consciousness stabilizes through trust as you develop a relationship with your inner guidance and as you honor that relationship through consistency. Being completes intention because your state shapes your signal and your signal shapes your experience. Fulfillment expresses itself as you align with what feels true and life-affirming. You experience receiving as a gentle flow of ideas, a gentle flow of timing, and a gentle flow of support that meets you when you remain open. Your openness becomes a practice. Your openness becomes your path. Receiving also refines your discernment because you learn to recognize the difference between mental noise and soul guidance. Soul guidance carries simplicity. Soul guidance carries calm. Soul guidance carries kindness. Soul guidance carries a sense of alignment that feels steady. You learn to trust what arrives through resonance, and resonance becomes your compass in a world filled with signals. Your compass strengthens as you return to breath, return to the present moment, and return to the willingness to listen before you move. This mode of living carries you into stabilization as a phase of mastery, because receiving supports integration, and integration supports stability, and stability becomes your new baseline. As you receive and integrate, your identity simplifies, your priorities clarify, your nervous system settles into a calmer rhythm, your heart opens into a deeper, quieter joy. Stabilization becomes your friend. Stabilization becomes your foundation. Stabilization becomes the platform from which your next expansions occur with ease. And so we move into the next section, where stabilization becomes a phase of mastery and a sign of deep integration. Balance becomes baseline as your system integrates the higher frequencies and makes them ordinary. Joy deepens quietly as your heart relaxes into a sense of belonging with life itself. Identity simplifies naturally as you release roles, stories, and inner conflicts that once demanded attention. Wisdom matures as you become more patient with yourself and more compassionate with others. Presence anchors frequency. Anchored frequency creates steadiness. Steadiness creates clarity. Clarity creates aligned action. Aligned action creates a life that feels coherent. Expansion stabilizes as you honor your rhythms and as you treat rest as sacred. Ease replaces fluctuation as your field learns how to hold a higher baseline without strain. Awareness integrates fully as you allow the double helix wave to settle into your daily life, into your relationships, and into your creative expression. Coherence persists through gentle consistency. Consciousness settles as you recognize your progress through your peace. Your inner world becomes quieter. Your responses become softer. Your capacity to remain present increases. Your ability to witness life without contraction strengthens. Stabilization becomes a form of mastery because it signals true integration. Stabilization also prepares you for service through presence, because a stable field transmits coherence into the environments you enter. Your calm influences others. Your kindness influences others. Your clarity influences others. Your steadiness gives permission for others to settle into their own hearts. You become a point of regulation in the collective, and you become that point through being rather than through effort. This stabilization supports your creative flow because a stable nervous system and a coherent heart allow inspiration to move through you. Inspiration becomes practical. Practical becomes beautiful. Beautiful becomes generous. Generous becomes service. You discover that your life becomes the space through which frequency expresses itself, and this expression carries you into living as the transmission. Living as the transmission means your presence teaches, your presence comforts, your presence awakens, your presence stabilizes.